Whoever you are, I am so excited, delighted, and honored to be able to deliver this message for you, because you are truly an anomaly. Okay? I was just sitting on, like, before I pressed play, and was thinking spirit to be able to convey a message such as this one. Okay? I'm getting something about an exciting experience, and that's you. It's not necessarily a reality you create. It's you in itself. Okay. I got some channel messages. Give me 1 second. Alright, the channel message is your genes were spiritually encoded for a time like this. And here's why. So we're going to get right into it. Like I said, I do have some channel messages that I wrote in my notes. And so I'm going to say them as I channel. But what's up? How y'all doing, family? Listen, I know I've been gone for a little couple of hours, but excuse me. Bear with me, okay? I just want to thank y'all for everything. Thank you for the love. Thank you for the respect. Thank you for the confirmation, the comments. Thank you if you are a member of this family, okay? Whether you are a member of the channel or you are a member of the family, like I said. I'm just so grateful. There's not a word that I can say that really put into context how I feel about following my spirit to continue doing YouTube, okay? And I respect the fact that this is bigger than me, but I enjoy being a part of the process, especially for messages like the one today, baby, okay? But thank you. Welcome to the channel. If you're new, baby, you might as well go ahead and get comfortable, because it's a vibe. We have fun. We talk about truth. And hopefully I'll awaken your spirit or your soul in some way to help you benefit yourself within whatever it is that you got going on. And if you returning family member, you know I love you. Big hug, okay? Yes, give me a hug, all right? Somebody out there, you're not used to affection, okay? And that could be very significant. It's time for you to start being affectionate with yourself. Hug yourself. Love yourself. Be soft on yourself. I'm definitely picking up on a male spirit. Okay, so you can even be female, but I'm definitely picking up on masculine energy, where it's like maybe you feel forgotten, or maybe you feel like the world is against you, especially if you're a certain hue or color, okay? But you don't have to be. This is a spiritual thing. It has nothing to do with your skin. I'm also hearing that beauty is skin deep. Okay, so it's not about what it look like. It's about what it is and how it make you feel. Okay, whoever I'm speaking to, you are truly an anomaly. You are truly something special. You are truly something different. Okay, and I don't think you understand, overstand what that means. I'm a victim of going through life amazing and not really truly understanding the experience of that amazement, because I'm always in it. If you another person, you get to experience an energy that's ethereal, way different from a person that's always in that ethereal energy. Okay, this is the type of person that I'm speaking to. My first channel message is you have a mission specifically designed for you. Your spiritual genetics can prove it. This is not something that a scientist or a doctor can explain. I was seeing a person being designed in a lab, but this lab had no physical structure. It was more so like a conscience thing, like a God thing, like some type of I'm here what that word is, omniscient. Girl, listen, my first language was energy. It wasn't goddamn English, okay? All right, what I was going to say, but it's given like this divine consciousness, like you were made by the divine herself, is what I just heard. Okay, I'm also hearing mother and father God. I'm hearing there is two. Okay, so something about masculine and feminine energy, but I'm also hearing there's one. So it's like it's really no different. Okay, something about there's no difference. I'm trying to understand what they're trying to tell me. Okay, something about we being mirrors of each other and we have separate roles, but there is no different. And there go the masculine and the feminine energy with the connection with universal mother and being bound. So I definitely get this energy of some type of separation that a person feeling, like you may be feeling disconnected from yourself, and that's what I'm here to do, remind you, okay, that you still you, or awaken to you who you truly are. Okay, you could be somebody that have always questioned, who am I? All right, what am I here for? What's the purpose? What purpose do I serve? Or this is something that spirit is leading you to ask yourself. What am I truly here for? Is it to do what I'm doing, or is it to be somewhere else? Okay, yeah, you got cycles of life. This is reminding me of something that I already channeled, so I'm gonna just move forward. Okay, and I'm gonna take this and this. Fuck it. All right. If you don't like cuss words, exit left. I don't believe in cuss words, but that's my prerogative. You know what I'm saying? But that ain't got nothing to do with the message. Okay, focus on the message. I'm also hearing focus on the mission. Okay. I have, it's deeper than ancestral ties and your soul. Wait. Oh, it's deeper than ancestral ties, as your soul have experienced many lives on separate planes. So I might as well get the cycles of life, because that's exactly what I was alluding to in the first place. I'm hearing something about language or language barrier. Okay, this could even be down, like I said earlier when I said my first language is not English, it's energy. I'm getting more so like a language barrier as it pertains to you, your energy. I'm just seeing somebody who is such an anomaly, but you're disconnected from yourself due to the way that you're seeing yourself. And you're not seeing yourself through the eyes of your soul. You're seeing yourself through the indoctrination, through the eyes of indoctrination, through the eyes of control from another. It's like a person or an entity, or yeah, something outside of you controlling you unbeknownst to you. Okay, and this could be in reference to anything. This could be your own thoughts, other people's thoughts that you don't know that you're picking up on. I was also picking up on psychic abilities. Okay, I just keep hearing an anomaly. And I got a video on my channel, if you scroll back a couple weeks, where it says that you are an anomaly. So somebody could definitely resonate with that reading. Okay, I might repost it when this upload, or put the link in the description box or something like that. We'll see if I remember. Okay. Something about the number 8 is significant. Okay, I look up and it's 8:20 on the clock. 2 8s, 8 8 double 8s, wealth. I'm hearing triple wealth. Okay, you are meant to experience a wealth like no other. All right, and it has nothing to do with just the physical, although that is a added bonus. Okay, I'm also getting something about happiness, freedom, peace. It comes from within, and anything external is just an additive. Okay, something about dimming your light as well. All right, this could be you self-sabotaging, or this could be other people around you, and this is something that you're awakening to, and you also realizing how it affects your own emotions. It affects the way you've treated yourself, how bad you've judged yourself. I'm also seeing wings. Okay, literally, I've been getting energy of wings for the last week, like winged creatures. These could be dragons, these could be butterflies. Okay, but something about, I'm also hearing angels, angelic forces. Okay, to the naked eye, you look like a normal human being, but I'm hearing outer-worldly. Okay, I have here infused with soulful memory and ancestral memory. Okay, so this to me reminds me of like your soul having the memory of its past experiences, but also your blood having the memory of this ancestral line that you came here in. Okay, I'm hearing too that there's a difference and you have a mission as it pertains to both. All right. I'm also hearing too, don't feel so heavy because I'm saying this stuff to you. And it seems like, I don't know, I'm just getting this energy of somebody just really having an epiphany of who they are and then feeling the heaviness as if like they have a big responsibility, but the responsibility, it sounds very large, and it is, but like I mentioned earlier, it's bigger than, I said that what I'm doing is bigger than me. You see how everything is connected? Like, I'm noticing things that I usually don't say on camera that I would say in real life. You know what I'm saying? Oh, I just had a blink moment. I'm sorry. But things that I usually wouldn't say on camera, or I've refrained from saying on camera, I said, and it made sense later. Something here that you said, or something that was said to you, okay, it's gonna make sense. It's gonna make sense later. All right. When you first get introduced to something, even though your spirit is able to be, even though your spirit and your soul is familiar, it's like your conscience within this plane, it has to catch up to something. Okay, for somebody here, you already know who you are. All right, I just may be reminding you or giving you a little bit more insight or deeper insight. This is like I'm speaking to somebody who's already accepted that they're different, and it is what it is, and you're on this mission to learn more about yourself. Excuse me, there's a lot of throat chakra activity going on in the background. Okay, somebody here has a special connection with water. All right, and also too, I'm getting that water is something about a jelly-like substance. It's almost giving me blood. It's almost giving me the life of fruit, like the water in fruit. It's not like water from a river. It's jelly-like. It's also reminding me of the vagina as well, or semen, okay, from these holes, these portals. Okay, I never thought about that, how the penis hole is also a portal. Someone could also be studying the difference between physical and spiritual sex. All right, not the difference, but how they correlate, or something here about something deeper about sexual energy. The exploration. I've been letting this card stay hidden for the whole time, and this is the overall initial energy, and it's inspiration. All right, you inspire a lot of people. I'm also hearing too, you are inspiring some of your passed on loved ones. It's something about what you're doing is venerating them of some sort. I also feel like you are somebody that don't just give physical ancestral gifts and stuff like that. You know how some people have altars and they give their ancestors what they like. I also feel like you offer yourself as a vessel for them to be able to experience, okay, whether that means experiencing your happiness, whether that means to experience just crying for the last time and letting something go. I'm getting like a true sacrifice, but you don't see it as you losing. You see the beauty of the sacrifice. I'm loving this fucking message. I'm loving whoever you are, bro. Seriously. There's a lot of people that's not going to experience who you are, the type of person that you are, truly. I feel like I'm speaking to somebody who always been there, always been nice, always been, I'm getting used and abused, but it's like you were always able to see things from a different perspective. And for a long time, you didn't really understand why other people didn't. All right? It's deeper than just common sense. Like, somebody here is advanced. Like, I don't know any other word. Like, yo. So I have here that you're meant to have different kids, or you were that different kid. I also have here parents didn't know how to raise you. In fact, you agreed to be a teacher and a guide of theirs. I also feel like I'm speaking to people who here, you got new beginnings. This card caught my eye, and it also has wings. Owls could be significant to you. Birds could be significant to you. Something about your gut is also very significant. Gut. Somebody here could have bowel issues or issues around the gut. Okay. I'm also hearing heavier around that area. I'm also seeing heavy hips. Somebody here could also be experiencing back pain. Okay. Or you get spurts of these experiences, and you know that if you know you're doing everything right, or you're doing everything in moderation, that you shouldn't be experiencing certain pain. Those are Ascension symptoms. This could also be in regards to restlessness, like feeling like you ain't really getting enough sleep when you are, but it's like your body is going through some type of, I just keep hearing spiritual anomaly. Like you came here different, and every time that you level up, or every time that you heal a certain part of you, you're reconfigured. This is like a server that is continuously changing, so that way something isn't tracked, but it's literally hidden in plain sight. You just got to catch it, but you never will. Okay. Because it's like always 10 steps ahead, even when you didn't know it. All right, yo, I am loving this message. Oh my gosh, I feel so honored. And I'm not saying that trying to make it about me. I'm saying that to honor you. You are a beautiful experience. It's almost making me want to tear up, bro. Listen, sanctuary. People feel safe with you. People come up to you and just start telling you their business, and you don't be understanding what, like at first you like, why people do that? And then you just learn to embrace it, because you start embracing who you are. This is something that's going to gradually happen depending on where you are in your journey, like I said before. Okay, nature protects you as well. I'm also seeing something being, it's like I'm seeing like this magical force behind every move that you make, every decision that you take, every step that you take, and every decision that you make. Okay, somebody here could also have a beautiful smile, a beautiful laugh, or I'm getting something about their voice. All right, your voice could be very soothing. There's this angelic force behind you when you talk. Okay, it's not something that you see, but people experience. People could listen to you talk all day, is what I just heard. All right, it don't matter what you talk about. You are also the type of person, like if you do something on social media and you show your face, you show your personality, sometimes people get lost in the beauty that they're experiencing, that they forget why they even came there in the first place. Like, it's giving me somebody looking at you on camera and lost in your beauty, lost in your eyes, lost in, like I said, the experience. And they got to back it all the way up just to hear what you said, or put their phone down to be able to pay attention to what you're actually saying. And they genuinely want to do it. All right, I'm also getting this energy of people exercising their, and I'm specifically talking to somebody that is given an experience over the internet. I'm hearing worldwide. Okay. You are helping people to exercise their spiritual senses. Like, and I said that because once they put the phone down and they're not looking at you, now they're able to hear what you're saying and experience at the same time, instead of just being in the experience. Or something about being able to do multiple things at one time, and it'll all just flow and sync together. Okay. I heard a joke before I came on here of, I remember seeing somewhere, hearing somewhere where somebody was like, you so old that your social security number is 1. And I started laughing. So it just reminded me that you may have a really old soul. I'm hearing ages. Okay, but such a pure spirit, nobody would ever actually know or believe it if you said it. Okay, even if this is something you don't know. Okay, I also got here, there's nothing normal about you. I have here that you get channel messages from your dreams. Not just being a dream interpreter, but I'm literally seeing someone get channeled messages while they're in a dream state, and they could be writing them down in a dream state, or something about, I don't know, you being able to memorize word for word. And the reason I channeled that is because I literally was asleep when I channeled this message, and this is something that I've never experienced before. And I was knocked out cold, I promise you. And all of a sudden, I woke up out of nowhere, and that was the first thing that popped up in my head, and I put it in my notes, and then I went back to sleep. But that wasn't even the original what I said. I just wrote down whatever my head said and then interpreted it when I got here in this waking life, okay? So that could be very specific. And then I channeled that. You could be somebody that get channel messages in a dream state, in your dream state, okay? I also here have very advanced child. You was called odd, and Chicken Little could be significant to you, okay? If you don't know what Chicken Little is, it's a cartoon. Wow, thank you, Spirit. It's a cartoon that I watched when I was a kid, or most of us probably watched it. You just look it up. All right. And my mama told me when I was a child that I told her the sky was falling. She said something to me like that one day. She said, you was the type of child that used to say weird shit like the sky falling. And I used to ask you, well, Shay, how or where? Like, and it was not something that you can, like, and my mama just was like, I ain't understand stuff like that. Like, you know what I'm saying? And then Chicken Little came out years later, and that's what made her remind me of it. So I feel like that's very significant. I'm also getting here, like, stories are written about people like you. You see how we able to see these movies and this stuff that don't be happening in real life, these creatures that we ain't never seen before. Where you think these people got this shit from? You think they just pulled it out of their ass? Well, probably. Not really. What I'm trying to say is they are tapping into something that they've restricted the public from understanding. But you aren't the public is what I just heard. I'm literally getting this energy of 1%. Literally. Spirit is showing me 0.02%. So this is the category of people that you fit in. I'm hearing there's no category for you. All right, so I'm also getting this energy of no titles or ties. I'm also getting this energy of a nameless, genderless. Non-bias is what I just heard. Something about equilibrium. You could be a Libra, or something about balance and scales, or the I didn't even realize divine being was on here, and this is reminding me with this rebirth of, like I said, you awakening another part of you, and then you're being reconfigured. I'm also hearing too that the computers and technology was made in your image. This is definitely giving original. I'm also hearing aboriginal, okay? But I also have here that you could be a picky eater. You also could be somebody that's very sensitive to technology, very sensitive to energies in general, okay? You pick up things very quick, okay? I also have here a rare genetic dis-ease. So you could definitely be somebody that experienced that, or you could be studying rare genetic dis-eases, okay? I also have here loved, dance, or needed. It awakens and strengthens. So you could be somebody that loves to dance, or excuse me, you're being called to move your body because it awakens and strengthens other parts of you, okay? I'm also getting this energy where I'm seeing a person in a city or a town or in a space, and it's like your aura reached thousands of miles, like you're healing areas as you go. Something about you and earth and you and nature being in sync in some type of way where you are healing the grounds, okay? Something about being on certain ley lines of the land, okay? It's very specific for you, okay? You could also be somebody that is prone to snow, or where you live it snows or gets very cold. I'm just seeing a lot of cold here. Or you could be questioning the snow. You could be questioning something here, questioning something about nature. Somebody could also be questioning the manipulation of nature. All right. And also realizing some type of manipulation of people's nature. We the people is what I'm hearing. Somebody here is a very much advocate for people in general consciousness. You see things on a level that people really don't understand. So if you try to explain who you are to people, you wasting your time. I'm just being honest. Like, sometimes we just have to rest with the fact that it's not many of us out there. It's not. It just isn't. And this is why. Like, y'all think I be making y'all laugh? I crack myself up in this bitch. Okay? And then I laugh at the fact that I'm sitting there laughing at myself. And it just is what it is. Like, it's not something that I can control. And then I also have here that you have very potent sexual energy. I also saw J names, Jackie, Joseph, Josephine, Josefina, and Bible names could be significant. Sorry about that, guys, but you could also be somebody that relates to, you got shadow work here. You could also be somebody that, like, feel like you have to dumb yourself down in order to exist. Okay? And I'm also hearing something about being buried in your art. So whatever this is that you create, or something that makes you feel creative, or you express your creativity through. All right, it's like you and your creativity is best friends, because it is you. It's like you taking yourself, a piece of your brain, a fragment of your essence, and you putting it down on some type of canvas. This could be singing, dancing, writing, I don't know, content creation, art, tarot. I don't know. Take it how it resonates. All right, something here about sex classes. Tantra, sex. Okay, something here in regards to sexy time, but more on a deeper, more spiritual level. Okay. But yeah, you got letting go. Somebody here is definitely expressing themselves, but acknowledging that it's okay. You know what I'm saying? And you got breaking free, literally letting go. That is so synchronistic and beautiful. I'm gonna get some tarot cards and see what the tarot got to say. Okay, King of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck. This is talking about, I definitely get some type of security, but this is more inner security than anything. All right, and whatever is within have to reflect without. Okay, so be mindful of that. Okay, yeah, this is definitely talk about your will here and what you came here to do. All right, letting go and breaking free, to me, signifies that you've accepted the fact that you are who you are and you weren't meant to fit in. It's like, instead of fighting what's the inevitable, why not just embrace it, is what I'm getting. Okay. Let's see. I just saw 222 on the clock. All right. You started out with inspiration and connection. You inspire people to connect to the other half of themselves, is what I just heard. You awaken people to the fact that TikTok can be significant. Change is on the horizon when it comes to something. Anytime people experience you, they don't want to let you go. All right, these could even be people that wanted to sacrifice you for this divine energy that you have. Yeah, for this thing. I'm hearing this thing in your blood, and I keep hearing anomaly. But you change the course every time. I'm also getting this energy of you have the ability to change the course of people's lives depending on how they treat you. All right. I'm hearing lesson or blessing. You come in my life, you help me experience things that you never have before. Okay, this boost of luck. All right, you come in my life and you want to siphon and take from me because you see the purity, but instead your intentions are wicked. Then that's the same thing that you breed. All right, you're like a walking mirror. All right, literally, with the Sun card, vitality and life. You could be somebody that aspires to have a lot of children. I'm getting a slippery slope with children here. Like for some of you, I feel like somebody wants a child, but they're struggling with what they've experienced and questioning whether a child should be involved. Okay. Somebody here could be disconnected from their inner child, or you've recently discovered that part of you, like you rediscovered that part of you here. All right. Somebody here desires to have a really big family. Or I'm just getting this energy of loving children, loving to be around children. I'm also hearing this thing where children inspire you, all right, because of their freedom. Okay, the sun is still a star is what I heard when I saw this Ace of Pentacles. There could also be something in regards to some type of contract. Okay, this could be a marital contract. Maybe this is something you desire, marriage. Or this is something you reconsider or you look at differently. People, when you think about marriage, you think about a ring and proposing and a wedding and two people coming together, but I'm seeing the merit of two souls coming together. Okay, it's like this energy, somebody could even be afraid that they won't find their match because of their difference, but that's not true. I said less than 1%. You ain't the only one. All right, it's trillions of people on this plane. And I think that sometimes we take away from the fact that animals could also be a part of that. Just because an animal can't speak your language don't mean the child can't speak telepathically, or a certain type of energy was meant to reincarnate with you to be by your side, to serve as some type of filter of protection. Cats could be significant. Okay, ooh, you got the Queen of Pentacles as well. Somebody also desires that you're multifaceted, or you could just be a multifaceted person. The Queen of Pentacles is somebody that can take care of home. She's also someone that's very business oriented. She wears her crown well. Okay. Something about feminine energy is significant as well. I'm just seeing a little girl play in a field of flowers. Maybe this is a place that you take yourself when you need to relax, or something about your imagination is significant. Okay. I'm also hearing you will find your match. There's someone out there for you. Okay, there's someone out there forever. You were not meant to die alone. You were not meant to go in this life without a partner. Okay, so you don't have to worry about that type of thing. But the numbers you got out here is 5. Okay, change. You got 31. 3 and 1 is a 4. Stability. All right, someone could have been born March 1st. Somebody could have also been born in May. Okay, I'm hearing Gemini as well. You got 18 here. January 8th could be significant. August 1st could be significant. You got 4 again. I'm hearing 44. Someone could be that age, or something about maybe your birthday is on 4/4. All right, and then you got 32. That age could be significant. Somebody's birthdays could be March 2nd or March 3rd. I meant to say February 3rd, but yeah. Something about 2s and 3s is significant. And I keep hearing anomaly. I just keep hearing that. Okay. You got the Queen of Cups. Yo. 2 queens. This could also be different forms of your feminine energy. Somebody here is realizing that even their feminine and masculine energy is not just one thing. It is also multifaceted. Somebody here is tapping into the different pockets of themselves, different portals of themselves. I also feel like you have a special connection to water, like I mentioned earlier. Or you're able to self-clean like water, or self-clean like the vagina. Okay. Purify, filter through, dilute. Okay. Maybe You have had experiences where people tried to dilute some type of power that you have. All right, and then you got universal mother. You got universal mother. It's reminding me of like the primordial waters, the connection between the physical and the spiritual realm, and how it's one and the same, but in a different light. Okay, 9 could be significant. The end of some sort of cycle. You got a beginning 5 and an ending 5. 2 4s and a 9 in the middle. 5, 4, 9, 4, 5 could be significant. Okay. I keep seeing this 3 of I keep seeing the 3 of swords. So this is talking about how at one point in your life your head and your heart used to clash, but you've learned how to embrace the infusion, because the swords are in the heart, and that could represent life or death. What if the swords were, because of the way they position, is actually beneficial? All right, hypothetically, you know what I'm saying? If you really think about a knife in the heart, it ain't gonna make sense. But if you think about it on a spiritual standpoint, all right, swords represent air, the mind, the mental. All right, and the mental being infused with the heart. The heart has a mind of its own. Like I said, I'm just reiterating that something is balanced here. All right, and like I said earlier too, you are meant to have spiritual kids. Something about the children that you bring into this world, especially as you grow. You meant to have a family here, literally, and y'all meant to be rich, bitch. Listen, Linda. Why do I keep saying that? Listen, all right, I could definitely be speaking to somebody named Linda, or you had an experience with some body named Linda that could be significant. All right, somebody's mother could name be Linda. Look, you got to stop. Listen. I also feel like whoever I'm speaking to, like I said earlier, you have a mission. And I almost forgot. That's the reason why we came on here. I've been explaining to you who you are this whole reading. Okay, but there's something about your mission here. You are meant to be experienced by millions of people. And I'm not just talking about directly. This could also be indirectly, like something you say to one person is meant to have some type of domino effect, because it changed who they are, and then they bring this same energy, this essence, this piece of you that you gave them, and they share it with somebody else, and it changed that person or change that person's kids. Obviously, because if you are healing and you changing, you are reconfiguring your DNA, which is reconfiguring your future generations DNA. Okay, I said I was gonna go 15 minutes because I had to stop the video at 25. Okay, that could be significant. 10 years, something about a 10-year stretch or a 10-year span here could be significant. You got double 10s, 10 on the clock could be significant. 1s and 0s. All right, you got the Sun card. I'm gonna get one more tarot card, y'all, and I'm out. You are also somebody that get a lot of downloads, a lot of ideas. I'm just getting this really pure angelic presence. People were just meant to experience you, especially in your highest form. You have a match. You have a match. I also get like you are somebody who have been experiencing a lot of relationships that just weren't for you. They didn't align to what you imagine. It's like you were trying to put somebody in the place of your imagination. Like you see yourself with this type of person, and because you like this person physically, it's like you try to fit them and mold them into what you fantasized about, but you realize and you let that go, or there's something here that you like, that you're working on. You know what I'm saying? As it pertains to relationships. This could even be friendships. This could even be some type of dynamic when it comes to jobs. Like, I feel like you are somebody where you intimidate authority. Like, people who are in positions of authority in your life, like at jobs and certain, this could even be a threat to the government, honestly. Because I don't know what you do. But whatever they do and what you do is on two opposites. They trying to cause people to sleepy sleep, and you are making people wakey wake. Okay, I'm also hearing something about a walking crystal. Okay, crystallized. Something being crystallized. Okay, I'm also hearing scientists, scientific. All right. But what was I saying earlier? Girl, listen. With the Star and the Six of Wands, I also feel like somebody is caged in their mind about some type of gifts that you are exhibiting. And even though they want to say what you're doing is fake, or they want to have something to say about it, they can't. Even if they said something to somebody else about what you're doing, that the people that they talking to you about, they only bringing you more love. But that's what's meant to happen. You got a lot of star power, baby. These coins got stars on them, which let me know if the sun is a star and you are a percentage of the sun, and these stars is on money. This also reminded me of currency with the Queen and King of Cups. Somebody here also has some type of connection to the moon with this High Priestess card, and water, moving water, controlling water. Water bending is what I just heard. Nah, I was thinking of air bending. All right, you could be somebody that like to watch mermaid movies or watch documentaries about marine life, or you could be somebody that participate in cleaning the ocean, or this is something you aspire to do. I'm getting humanitarian work. You could be somebody that go out and volunteer to pick up trash. Okay, I'm just seeing you give back to Earth and clean up Earth. And this is why Earth give you what you want or what you need. But it's something about you discovering this. Because I feel like I'm speaking to somebody who don't even know who they really are. And Spirit just told me that's why you there to remind them. Okay, and that's so funny because you have this same energy. You are here to remind people who they are. You could be somebody that speak over water and say, remember who you are. You could be somebody that got a quote somewhere in your house, or a tattoo, a shower curtain that says, you remember who you are. Something in regards to that. Remembering who you are and accepting that remembrance. Not running from it, embracing it, loving it. Baby, listen. If you are interested in a personal reading, everything is in the description box. Everything is in the description. The girl, listen, it's down below. Okay, or guy, all right, because I say girl, listen a lot. I be like, girl, be, don't just play. But for real though, I be saying that a lot. But shout out to the men that watch my channel. I love y'all. I appreciate y'all. And I ain't forget about y'all, but you know what I'm saying? I'm a woman, so I'm going to express myself in a feminine way, you know? Shout out to y'all for accepting that and just getting the message. But, what else do I have to say? If you are interested in a personal, everything's in the description box. There you go. It just flowed out. It flewed out? Okay, your Miami could be significant. Miami and Florida could be significant. But I'm getting, at first, it was the resistance around saying a word that I usually say. But it's like when I had focus on that word, it didn't flow. The moment I took the focus away from trying to say the word, it came out. So I feel like that's significant. The moment that you just flow and allow yourself to be and stop focusing on being perfection, or finding or looking for or trying to, it's like outside of perfection, you're embodying it, and you're realizing that perfection is not linear. It's not a straight line. Just like beauty's in the eye of the beholder, the spirit, the body of the beholder. Perfectly aligned, perfectly arranged. Anyways, I love y'all. I appreciate y'all. If you're interested in joining, entering the raffle, that information is in the description box. Shout out to who won. the last raffle, Natalie. Okay, Nat Callie. Shout out to you. And if you made it to the end of this video, oh, I'm sorry. If you become a member of the channel, you automatically get 7 entries to the raffle. Okay, and every month that you are a member, you get 7 more. So, yeah, and I reward loyalty as well. But anyways, I think that's it. If you made it to the end of this video, make sure to put some hearts in the comment. Blue, purple, green, red. I don't care what color. Okay? Shout out to y'all. Peace.